Have you been thinking about jumping into the Fort Descendant? And well, as we all know, when it comes to the free-to-play MMO, the question always comes up of, is it pay to win? Is it totally doable as a free-to-play player? Or is this only going to be for the people who have the most money possible? Well, today I'm going to be going over everything you need to know when it comes to the Fort Descendant, when it comes to microtransaction, pay to win, free to play, and everything in between. But with all that, let's go ahead, let's just jump into this and let's talk about what exactly pay to win, if at all, when it comes to the Fort Descendant. So let's go ahead and start off by talking about the premium currency here. Nothing too out of the ordinary here. Of course, you can buy anywhere from $5 up to 100, and pretty much how the chain weight breakdown here is about a 250 of the currency for $5. That is going to be your baseline for this. And of course, like many of the games, the more you buy, the more you get. But for the base amount here, 250 of premium currency equal $5. And with that, we got a couple things we can go ahead and look at here. So let's go ahead, begin with the battle pass itself, which is self-explanatory on that. But the battle pass itself, you are looking at 500, so roughly about $10. If you want to go ahead and get the premium plus a 25 gift for the battle pass, you can go ahead and grab that for 1500, which will go ahead and give it to you for about 20 bucks. And the battle pass itself is broken up into a few stages here, so let's just go ahead and break that down. The battle pass itself, of course, have the free, the paid track, and of course the free version will get pretty much the normal stuff you might have seen in other games, such as a few emotes, some skins, but you will get some bonuses if you pay out here with, of course, some more weapon skins. We can also make some of the premium currency back here. So at least there is that for the battle pass itself, but always good when they actually give you currency back. And it will go ahead and go all the way up to a max level of 96. And of course, we do have this broken up into seasons, so same routine here. But the thing also about that to keep in mind is we do have also a bonus shop here that you can go ahead and get extra stuff with some of the currency you will get from the battle pass. Nothing super fancy here by any means, as well as of course once you hit certain fields and you hit a level 50, you can go ahead and get currency that you can also end up buying a few extra skins here as well, and emotes and outfits. And then you have a second tier that will unlock once you hit max at level 96. That will give you a few more things with some skins and some heads. So decent amount of stuff for it. It doesn't seem like the battle pass itself takes that much to level, all things considered. But nonetheless, you will still have to play a crap ton if you want to end up maxing out the battle pass itself. But when it comes to the battle pass as a whole, though, pretty much the majority of this stuff is just normal cosmetic skins and emote with a few boosts such as extra affiliate for your weapons, since you can become more efficient in your weapon, which in return will allow you to put more material on your weapon to give it more damage output here. So if you count that as pay to win, just know that that is a thing when it comes to the battle pass as well as the weapon itself. But with that, let's go ahead and jump back into the normal shop here, and we have a few categories here to start off. Of course, let's go ahead and talk about our characters. Our characters can be bought here from anywhere from 300 currency up to 600, and then we have a couple down here that is at 900. So this is a little more pricier, since you're looking at roughly $20 per character on the high end, and the character do have their own special abilities, as well as a few other stats here and there and bonuses that they have. But lucky enough, at least if you are a free-to-play player, you can go ahead and just farm these by collecting items. And by collecting different items here, you will then be able to craft items, or I guess material, that then can be traded in to unlock the character itself. Just know, since you are going to have to grind up, in the case of the character here, of 4 different items to merge into one, and then you got to do it again for 3 more items and then fight a boss and hope you get a drop weight in your Fable, so you can actually get the final item needed to craft this. And then you have to pay out some in-game gold, which is not that big of a deal. As you can always see, I have 2 million. You can get gold pretty easy in this game. The part that might be a turn off for you would be, of course, the required time to craft the character themselves, because getting an item does not complete the character and unlock it for you outside the starting character bunny. For every other character, you are going to have to wait 16 hours. And then on top of that, for each of the items you are trying to craft, you then also have to wait another 8 hours for each of these. So each of the characters can in return ends up taking 2 to 3 days to make any after you get the items itself. So obviously, between the farming and between the time restriction, they are leaning you more so to just paying the 20 bucks on the high end to unlock the character themselves, which is super annoying, especially since there is also, as of now anyway, no way to speed up the time. You can't pay, you can't do any other currency. So when it comes to the character, I bet to be waiting a very long time, and with the character starting back off at a base level that you have to grind up at, well, you're starting to see where they can get kind of annoying for a free-to-play players. But on one hand, you can unlock them. On the other hand, it's such a turn-off to unlock. But if you have the time, if you have the patience, you do have a free-to-play way to unlock every single character in the game. But as we are talking about character, we have to talk about the ultimate characters. These are, of course, a very much another tier of character you can unlock based off the bait units that will have exclusive skin to them, and in some way be a little bit more powerful. And the thing is about this is another issue in some way when it comes to this. Not so much for pay to win, but more on the irritation front. Because as you can see here, the characters are 3,000, and then you have the matte version at 5,000. So to put that in a spectrum, to keep in mind here, 30,000 is roughly around $70 to get you 35. So you're gonna have a extra 10 bucks on top of that. So you are looking at roughly about 60 bucks a character. And if you are going for the higher tier of 50,000, you are going to be out $100 per the character. So the thing is about the character, you might be wondering what made them more unique than the other one beyond the skin and beyond, of course, some extra ability they might have. So let's go ahead and just talk about the normal bait ultimate bundle. So here we're going to go ahead and get us a extra slot. And what these slots, they are pretty much just extra load out for your character, so that you can set up different builds that you can flip between. Starting off at free to play, you do have 3 of the builds, and by buying one of the, you will go ahead and get a extra slot. And if you're interested in just buying the slot itself, it is going to cost you 100 of the currency. So you're looking at about roughly $2-ish if you just want the slot as is. But you will go ahead and unlock an extra one by buying one of the packs. But outside of that, you will also get your hands on the skin itself, which is broken down into 3 separate pieces here, which I guess is pretty good if you want to mix and match outfit here. This is not a 100% straight outfit. It is going to be broken into 3 parts that you can mix and match. But when it comes to the higher tier, the one that is roughly $100, when it comes to buying this version, is not only do you get the slot as well, the outfit, but you will also go ahead and get you a bonus accessory for your character as well. And then you will go ahead and get your hands on some enhanced materials that you can go ahead and use to bump up your character stats even more so. So honestly, paying an extra like 40 bucks for that specifically, ideally it's not the best, but this is a option if you want to go that way. And of course, there will be for every single one of the ultimate characters themselves. And of course, these have a time limit, which is probably another turn off for some of you. Is of course, I know a lot of people are going for the premium ultimate bunny, for, of course, very obvious reasons, as I think we can see why. But the thing is about this is these, once again, is on a time limit in the case of right now. These have a 81-day time for you to purchase, and then no information if these are going to rotate back around or what. So it very much play off of FOMO when it comes to the outfit. But you also, of course, will once again still get extra items for your character and accessories. So if you want to go that way, in the case of Ultimate Bunny, we will go ahead and get two variants of or outfit here. And when it comes to the free-to-play version of it, yes, you can unlock the characters as well. And of course, the will be a little more expensive, costing 900,000 gold. Once again, not a big deal. You can get that in a few hours. And of course, these will go ahead and be like previous character will require you to farm up 4 items to turn it into an item. And then once you collect all the items and farm the boss that is necessary to get the drop from, you can go ahead and make that character. But the thing is, well, the normal characters would take roughly 8 to 16 hours. That will, of course, take you over a day in the case of Ultimate Bunny. 1 day, 12 hours. And then each of the individual pieces will cost you 18 hours to craft them. So that 2 to 3 days for a normal character, and now ramping up to about 4 to 5 days, maybe a little bit longer. Let me know in the comment below if my math is off. But nonetheless, any more time to spend here. But if you got the time, you can indeed farm the, but just like other characters, obviously this is trying to prolong what it needed to be done. So hopefully you will go ahead and just spend money. So with characters, let's go ahead and just jump into some skins here. Skins are also available. They are broken into 3 different tiers. We have our limited skins, so we got our skins that will be set to a time limit. And of course, they will be a roughly a 750. Without you want to go for the bunny set at 1900. The bunny set will come with 3 different variants. And then, of course, like the normal outfits themselves, is set at 750, which at the time of this video is pretty much turning all the female character into maids. Might it be the headpiece or the whole body. So you can go ahead and get that for 750. And once again, that right there will go ahead and translate to about roughly, I would say, $16-17. So you'd be looking at the $20 tier for the limited skins. And of course, with these being limited skins, these are, of course, all going to be set to a time limit. As you can see here, over we are looking at about 53 days for these before the reset happens. So that one is a little quicker than the ultimate characters. But nonetheless, you do have limited skins, so they'll use some more FOMO. And then we have all bait skins coming in at 750. And these are going to be the skins that pretty much are going to hang around. And you can go ahead and unlock these for each of the characters as well, such as some helmets and some suits and whatnot. And then we also have some other type of premium skin here. With these are mainly just going to be headpieces for your character. And you can go ahead and pick these up for 250 or 225, sorry, for your character if you want to go that way. And then we also have, of course, some package deal when it comes to some makeup and some hair if you want to trade that out for 275. And then we have also our common skins. So these are just normal skins, nothing too fancy. And these are called just for headpieces that you can go ahead and unlock, as well as some new quarter skins for some of the bait pieces as well. And you can grab the for 125. And that is pretty much most of our skins itself. Other than the limited time stuff, nothing too like over the top here. Without you into Maze or Google outfit at the time of that video. But we also have some makeup, so we can go ahead and change around some of the stuff for skin for your face. And these are set at 50 of the currency. And then we have some attachments for your character, such as some weapon skins, some emotes. We can also buy a distant quarter skin for your character because, yes, to actually change what quarter or grammar you have will end up costing you 100 of the currency to allow you to change your character outfits. And then for UI, you can also change your UI design, and that will go ahead and be 250, and your character is 100 for your badges and your character. But we do have a handful of accessories here. Nothing too insane by any means. As you can see, it's just stuff going over the head of your character, as well as having some emote for your character. And these will be set at $4. So you're looking at, for some of these, for being 450, 500. Of course, you're looking at about $20 here. And then we have all support packages. These are, of course, going to be made up of you getting your hands on not only the module to upgrade your character, which I know that could probably annoy some people as well, that you will be paying for attachment to become more powerful. And just know you can also farm these by doing quests, killing mobs, and whatnot. But you can buy packs that will already come with a handful of stuff to get you going. You can buy, of course, some currency for crafting. We have a 3-day bonus to how much gold you make, how many shards you make. You will also get your hands on a extra equipment slot, as well as a consumable slot and storage slot to give you more inventory space, more space on your character, and some gold as well. And of course, you can buy ideas and packs of these that will give you the common, the whale, as well as buying items that will be used for upgrading your character and weapon to enhance them, to make them any more powerful here. And it will run you anywhere from 500 to 1,000. So there you another $20+ of currency or items you can use to power up your character if you so see fit. And the last thing we need to talk about here is, of course, boosters, which will go ahead and enhance how much gold you get, how much affiliates you can go ahead and get, how much affiliate you get for your actual weapon to make you better at a weapon so you can attach more of the module or cards. And of course, you can go ahead and buy these in different stages of 3 days, 7 days, 30 days. And these will be active as soon as you use them and will stay active throughout the time that you activate them. So keep that in mind. If you buy a 3-day and leave after 3 hours and not come back for a week, you will go ahead and waste the purchases. So that is everything you can spend money on in the 4th Descendant as of now. Personally, to answer the question about it being paid to win, I would say at that point, like, yeah, there is things you can buy to make your equipment better, make your character better, and of course buying other character with different abilities, and then you get in balancing what character versus another, and which character are better for certain things, such as funny being very useful when you are doing a big area farming. And of course, you can start seeing some of the irritation coming in, especially with the time restriction at far unlocking character if you don't just outright buy them. Which is probably the most irritating part about that personally. It's just how much of a restriction they are putting on you and how much time they are affecting you, not only to put in the game to farm the item, which is not that big a deal personally for me, but the hang up for me is, of course, how long it takes to actually make the character themselves. So wouldn't be so bad personally if it was just like the 8 hours or 1 day for the character itself, which I could easily do. I come from Final Fantasy 11. We had days upon days of waiting around to do certain event, but making each individual piece of the armor to unlock the character a time limit as well, it personally a little bit much and a little frustrating on my end. But nonetheless, let me know below how you feeling about that, or was there something else in the store itself that is more irritating or frustrating, or maybe you happy with. Let me know in the comment below how you feeling about that stuff. But that is pretty much everything that is happening here. So it kind of just set the camp for me personally as a game that is borderline pay to win. There are no PvP, so once again PvE, but at the same time people do get advantage when it comes to like farming, especially when it comes to the characters and AoEs and whatnot. And everything else, it kind of in that camp of a mix of very much going for whales and putting a premium cost on a lot of the stuff, as well as just straight up removing content in the game. But at the same time, is it really removing content if, honestly, as a free-to-play player, they are betting you to still be around playing the game in multiple days or weeks when it comes to unlocking all the characters and items and weapons? But nonetheless, personally, I just fall into the camp of this is more annoying than being just straight up paid to win, but it's still kind of teeter on that nonetheless. But once again, let me know in the comment where you fall on this. But for now, that's going to go ahead and do it for me. And I will be back tomorrow and every single day with a brand new video and more for Descendant and any other MMO gotcha free-to-play game. So make sure to do thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the bells, and come on over twitch.tv/Maconn, where I stream every single night starting around 8 p.m. Central. Come say hi. And with that, that's going to do it for me. And I will see you in the comments.